G'day guys, welcome back to Valheim and welcome back to our lovely kitchen over here. Hope you guys are doing well. In today's episode, I feel like we're going to be busy with a couple of things, hopefully tidying, I guess a few projects up. One will be the front facade and just making sure that everything's done on that front. We have the design down, I think, so it shouldn't take us too long. And then also the whole thing with the bedroom and having, you know, a couple of tower shields set up pretty much on either side of the round shield over here. So that's the plan. We might, you know, hang maybe a few more banners and stuff like that up as well. But we'll do that when we get around to it. So we should really just be focusing on the tower shields first, though. And yeah, guys, this is episode 350. Goodness me. We have been playing for a while, and I feel like the reality is starting to sink in here, where, you know, after another 15 episodes or so, we won't really be playing Valheim anymore. Well, I won't be playing Valheim for at least a little bit, until the Deep North update comes around. So, yeah, a bit sad, but I think it's probably about time that we sort of moved on. You know, there's only so much excitement that we can have with all of the biomes that we've already discovered, but I'm certainly looking forward to being able to explore another biome when the update comes in. So hopefully it's going to be a good one, and I think it's going to be the last biome that they introduce, right? So I don't know if they're planning to, you know, come up with some kind of an ending to, I don't know if you would call Valheim a game that would have a storyline, but you know, I don't know if there's going to be some kind of a conclusion to Valheim. It'd be kind of interesting if there was, but, you know, considering the nature of the game, I suppose, you know, some people would want to just play the game indefinitely. You could spend a lot of time building, as shown by my building addiction in this game. But yeah. On that note, just, you know, huge thank you to all of you guys who have been sticking around. I know a lot of people may have dropped off as soon as we've completed the fight with favour for the first time, and yeah, I mean, fair enough. There's not really too much more to look forward to after that, aside from just, you know, cultivating a nice house or castle or manor or whatever you want to call this. Sun is up, but it's sort of in the wrong direction, isn't it? I sort of would love to be able to see a little bit more, but I feel like we should get going here with what we're trying to achieve. So pretty much just going to try and replicate what we did on the left side, and hopefully it's not going to be too difficult to do. So that goes in. I think what we did was we also sort of used one of these pieces. Yeah, something like that. I may have even just doubled up like that. And then what did we do for the lower sections? I think we probably just use these pieces, and we could probably do that and that. So that looks pretty good, sort of aligning with what we're trying to do here. And then I think the next thing is going to be our ash wood, which I don't actually have on me at the moment. Quickly fix that. I'm sort of having a think of other things we might need to do before we wrap up. And one of the things that I was thinking about is, you know, getting some vines growing up the tower component of the building. So we'll try and get that in at some point. Yeah, sun is coming around, which is nice. Let's see, maybe I just need to change my snapping point a little bit. I think that's what we want. It's maybe a little bit misplaced. Yeah, that looks good to me. And we sort of want to do the same thing on the other side, obviously. This might be a little tricky to get right. There we go. So that should give us a guide as to where to place the dark wood, and this might be a little tricky. I think we had dark wood, yeah, we had a 4-meter piece initially, and then a 2-meter piece down there. So let's see if we can replicate that. Gonna help myself out a little bit here. Maybe do a platform. Okay, so I think that makes sense. And what I did last time is I think I did like a 1-meter piece like that, just to guide in the next darkwood pole. I do need a little bit of tar. I'm actually not sure if we have any tar on hand. We might actually have to go out and grab some. Oh no, we do. We have a bit of tar. You all know how much I hate going out looking for tar, because, yeah, I don't find that to be a very stimulating activity. In fact, it's kind of a frustrating activity, if you ask me. Okay, good. So let's just get that piece out of the way. And now we just need to add a little bit more ash wood and some of those dividers. So we obviously want to make sure that things look symmetrical. Oh, I'm out of fine wood, apparently. Let's sort that out first. Yeah, so this seems to be a bit tricky. I don't think I have the depth quite right on our poles here. We might need to actually push that back a little bit. I just can't remember how I managed to get the depth last time. But yeah, let's try and replace this back down. Maybe that's what I need. So I did use the top section initially to place it down. I just switched that to snapping to the bottom. And I think this might do the trick, though. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so let me just address the central pole once more. Okay, looking good. There we go. And how far down did we go? Yeah, we kept going, didn't we? Alright. Need to just get that out of the way, and one over there, and let's there. It's a little difficult to see it, but I'm not sure if we got the right angle, to be honest, but it's a very small detail, so even if it's wrong, I think you might not even notice. Is the facade done? Quite possibly. I think we've done a pretty decent job, if I may say so myself. The only thing that I'm sort of thinking about doing now is adding like banners on the outside of the structure. I don't know where just yet, but we'll have a think about that. And yeah, maybe I will actually remove some of these. I know if we do end up like putting banners and stuff, we'll probably need to put some more of these platforms up, but you know what, maybe I'll just leave them for the time being, because we are likely to come back and do the banners. Right, so that's one task done, and I think our house is looking pretty glorious, to be honest, with the facade completed, finally. Been procrastinating on that for a while now. And we probably just need to focus on making those tower shields, and I can't remember if we said that we wanted to also put Crom or some, yeah, some crumbs behind it. Because if we do, obviously that's going to require even more materials. I can't remember exactly what we'll need for that. I think it could be more copper. So, yeah, we might have a need to go out and fetch some copper in this episode. But we'll see how we go. Is everything connected? No. It's so difficult to get this right. I think everything's connected up. So, let's grab our flame metal and let's do a couple of these tower shields. Right, and just to remind myself here, a Crom, yeah, we're going to need 30 iron, 20 bronze. Yeah, that is a lot of work. Iron, I don't think is going to be a problem. We still have quite a lot of iron scraps, so we should be able to continue smelting more. Got 11 bronze, so we're gonna need 60 iron. That's a lot. Come to think of it, now that I say it out loud. Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to think, guys, whether or not there's a way I can cheat my way out of this, like. I don't think there's any options for, like, great swords in the forge, right? I think all of the great swords are really from here, and we only have Slayer and Crom as an option. Yeah. We're gonna need to make some some trips to get materials, guys. But I think maybe initially what we'll do is we'll, you know, start the process of smelting more iron, at the very least. And we obviously will need some more coal, so let's start making some coal as well. Yeah, so let's throw in some iron. If we have any more copper, I'll also throw that in. But yeah, I think this is the only copper that we have. It could be a good idea for us to go to the Mistlands to source our copper ores. Because, yeah, I've left a lot of the copper scraps out there untouched, really. Okay, let's see what we can do to get the tower shields in. So I did mention maybe wanting to put like banners and stuff. I think I take that back, because we've got banners in on the chimney, and I think that's probably a decent place for all the banners instead of having them on the side walls here. Because if we put one up there, I feel like I'm gonna put, or sorry, need to put one up this way, and well, it doesn't make sense because we've got a glass window over there. So let's maybe rethink where we put the shields. I'm thinking maybe we'll have the shields sort of occupy, you know, these upper sections instead of having them right next to the shield and sword that's on the bottom. So maybe something like that. Again, playing around with it initially, and hopefully we'll land somewhere. Okay, so I'm sort of rethinking about whether or not we will need Crom. The only reason why I say that is because we might actually have an issue displaying Crom behind the shield here, right? Maybe it's not even worthwhile. Did I potentially say that we would be decorating with a different type of sword? Maybe. It's been a while, guys, when we started sort of planning for all of this, but I may have decided that I wanted to have Slayer, perhaps, instead of Crom. If that's the case, though, that would make things a lot easier for us. Yeah, and that could be a reason why we have like a level 1 Slayer here. Because we may have tested things out. Or actually, maybe we may have tested things out with Slayer using the normal round shield. So perhaps maybe we haven't even seen what this looks like with a tower shield. Yeah. I don't know, guys. This is tricky. But I'm thinking maybe we don't even need a sword behind the shield. Maybe we just simply have shields. I'm a little confused. If I do, like, tower shields on this side, I wonder if I should have, like, a couple of tower shields over here as well. But now my mind's sort of thinking that we might be overcrowding this wall. Maybe what we should be doing is just leaving all of this alone. I don't know, the upper sections here do seem a little empty. Man, I'm gonna have to fetch the piece of wood up there. Yeah, I'm a bit confused now, guys. I'm not sure if my original plan is something that we should stick with, or if we should think about doing something else. Perhaps maybe we could use those tower shields elsewhere. Okay, it's probably a good idea to grab some food, to be honest. And, yeah, something for HP. Possibly. If we end up going to the Mistlands, I do want some decent HP though, but it's... yeah, I can't say that we really definitely need to be looking for more bronze, because maybe there's not really a need for us to make another, like, greatsword. I'm just gonna see if I can have a play around now with the tower shields that we've created. I think maybe it could occupy these spaces here. Yeah, I don't think that's a bad thing, and then we can have the same thing going on here. So we won't say that we, you know, didn't use the things that we made in the end. So we aren't wasting anything. I'm gonna pull the lever on the obliterator, I think, just to get some more coal. We should be able to use that to fuel the brazier. Okay, and I guess we should put some coal in the other brazier as well that we have over on this side. Right. Gonna fuel all of this as well. I mean, you know, we may as well smelt some of this stuff into bars. That's the only way they're going to be useful anyway. And yeah, one idea that I had in terms of, you know, stuff to do is to actually create an opening over here and a staircase that leads down. That way we won't have to keep going through this pathway every single time we want to get to the smelting room. I think that's a decent idea. Someone did actually mention that in the comment section. And I did thought that that was a decent suggestion, and perhaps maybe we can follow through on that. The other idea is to, I guess, implement immediately what I have been talking about, which is pushing the wall back. But I think that's going to be a really, really massive project. It's going to take us a very long time. I think I'm going to opt for looking at our decorative options across the entire house. And particularly... oh my god, okay. This is a problem. I did not realize what was going on here. Can we utilize this to our advantage? Maybe. Maybe we can sort of convert these into like shelves, because we don't exactly have shelves up here, right? Might not be a bad idea. Cool. Maybe we could, like, grab some potions and place some potions down. Might not be a bad idea. Tankards, maybe? Question is, what kind of potions? Don't really have a lot of options, do we? I suppose maybe I can put like a couple of major healing ones down. Let's maybe just empty out all of these. Yeah, maybe one of these. Doesn't seem like a bad idea. And let's just grab ourselves that and the tankards. We do need to craft. Bit of fine wood and resin. Shouldn't be an issue. Let me eat a little bit. Why not? Okay, so meads, I think we'll do, like, just a couple of meads like this. And then one of those right there. And then we'll do the tankards here. Can you put the serving tray in there? I suppose anything's possible, right? Yeah. Okay. So that's kind of cool. I'm just trying to remember where we get the serving tray from. Is that something that we buy, perhaps, from the witch? Because that actually doesn't look too bad, having the serving tray be presented. If we can get the right angle, that is. So if we do something like that, maybe. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Oops. Did I... Oh no, I got rid of the right thing. Let's try that again. Not quite. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I feel like this room could do with even more shelving and stuff like that. So that could be an idea that we explore. I just realized that we do have an item stand already in that spot. And I feel like that's a perfect place to have our one and only deer trophy. So we can definitely put our deer trophy here. Anything else we can put in that little nook? Something that might look nice-ish. Maybe a bit more shelving then in this spot. Maybe not. I think maybe something like this might not be too bad. So place that on there, and then we place this on top of it. And now the trophy. And I think that looks a little bit better than what we had before. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. I am going to steal this from the kitchen, actually. Because I think that'd actually go very well on that shelf that we've just created. So the Horn of Celebration, I can't remember where we get that from. It'd be nice to have more than one Horn of Celebration. Nice. I think that looks really good, guys. Hope you guys think so too. I think it seems like it's occupying an appropriate spot. I just realized though, in the process of all of this, reviewing the placement of the Diverger lantern, I wonder if the Diverger lantern is actually in the right spot there. Like, do we need another one over here? I mean, if we're keeping things symmetrical, we should actually have another one. Do I have what it takes? I think I might actually have one more Diverger lantern sitting around, or a couple more, in fact. So, I don't think it's impossible. We've got copper as well. Yeah, that looks cool. I'm just thinking about whether or not there's anything that we need to put, like, below it. I'm just thinking, do I even have... I think I have some darkwood chairs set up in the bedroom, don't I? Yeah, I do. I've got a couple of those. Okay, and I definitely got a little bit distracted there, but I was thinking I want to start thinking about the armor stands and how we want to decorate the hallway with some armor stands. And it could be a good idea to maybe place an armor stand here and here. And I still like the idea of having armor stands where they are as well. But I'm thinking the major difference is going to be what actual armor sets we're going to use for those stands, because I'm probably going to have like different types of armor set. Sorry, not I'm going to have like one type of armor set for each of those stands, rather than different types of armor. That's the plan anyway. Hopefully it's not going to be too complicated to do. Do these guys take weapons as well? Can't remember. They do. They do take weapons. Interesting. And just reviewing what we have going on in the hall. The hall looks really, really dark, doesn't it? I feel like we probably need to add more light sources to the hallway. In which case, maybe we will need more Diverger lanterns. The last time we went out to the Mistlands, we did a bit of a Diverger lantern hunt. I suppose I could make my own with the bronze that we have. But then if we did that, we might run out of materials for, you know, making chrome, if we ended up needing to make chrome, that is. Which, you know, I'm not throwing that possibility out, because the hall definitely needs a bit of work with decorations. Let's have a sleep. Yeah, this is turning out to be a very mishmashy kind of episode, isn't it? But I feel like it's a lot easier to sort of focus on what you need to do once you've sort of verbalized stuff. Though the issue with the tower shields, though, is I did verbalize that at some point, and I feel like I've forgotten what my goals were, because we've spent so much time away from actually doing the thing that we said that we were going to do. Let me throw Slayer back in here, because I don't think I'll really need that for a while. I'm gonna keep these greaves on me, because, or sorry, the entire armor set even, because I want to use that as a bit of a test. But I sort of want to wait until we've got a bit more sunlight before we do the test, because yeah, that space is a little bit dark. So, gonna just do a few bits and pieces out here. And another thing is I'm sort of hoping that I can find like a free deer trophy, which, yes, I have just found here, which is good. A lot of stuff happens out here with the enemies sort of attacking the deers and stuff, so I knew at the very least there was going to be one deer trophy sitting around somewhere. I probably should deal with these greylings, to be honest. Running out of chook meat. Just realized. Oh, and we mustn't forget, but there's the matter of getting another serving tray, so I better actually do that before we have a true emergency on our hands and we start scrambling for how to get it. So I'm gonna need to grab my cash for that. Let me throw all of this stuff in and we'll just see what it looks like. I might need to sort of make some decisions on which armor set to use. Padded greaves. It doesn't look bad, does it? Locke's cape. I don't know if the Lock's Cape is really the nicest looking thing. Maybe we can switch out to a different cape. But anyway, that's the plan there, and we could even put, you know, weapons. Probably don't want to go too crazy on the weapons, but maybe if we've got an abundance of a certain type of metal, we can, you know, make a few of those types of weapons to just place with the item stands, or sorry, with the armor stands. Yeah, probably not a great sword. I don't know where they would place a normal sword in all of that. Anyway, let's get our serving tray back. Or there's all the carapace stuff that we could potentially look into. Yeah, there's a lot of different choices actually. Iron, scale, mail. The padded stuff, that would involve us making... I think it might be black metal. I'd have to review all of the materials required, to be fair. Anyway, sorry, getting distracted all the time. Cash. Let's go out and see the witch. There it is. Good. Alright. Yeah, glad I remembered that, because it's not something that we can make ourselves. I wonder if I should buy more, and that way I can also decorate, you know, say, another serving tray in the kitchen. It makes sense for a serving tray to be visible, right? So let me grab one more. It's not like all of our gold is really going to be doing anything anyway, so... I say that, and then you watch when the Deep North comes out. We'll need all the gold we can muster for something. That'd be kind of annoying if that happened. Okay, well, considering the timing of this episode, I think we're going to be calling it an episode here. When we come back, I'm going to essentially get into some of the things that we've been talking about in this episode, and I think what we're going to start with is creating that pathway that I just talked about, which was a suggestion from one of you guys in the comments. So we'll, you know, punch a bit of a hole in that wall there. We'll then get some stairs in, and create a bit of a pathway. We might even, use that opportunity to do a little bit of paving down below. And having thought about, the opening and the staircase for the right-hand side over there, there is probably a good argument to be made for another, staircase that leads to, the lower section here where the portals are. And then speaking of the portals, I also feel like, we haven't thought very much about the placement of these portals and whether or not the portals should stay there or should be moved somewhere. So, yeah, quite a few things to think about, but I think that should occupy the majority of the next episode, along with me sort of perhaps maybe figuring things out in terms of appropriate armor set to display around the house. So I think that's what we'll try and focus on in the coming episodes. Hope you enjoyed this one, guys. If you did, drop me a like down below and suggestions in the comment section down below as well. Stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.